how old were you when you met Bam, and how did you meet him?
Yeah, I pretty much knew Bam my whole life. We from the same neighborhood, so we grew up, we in the same projects. I knew Bam my whole life.
And how old were you when these horrible acts started to occur against you?
Preteen.
Preteens? Wow.
Yeah.
Now, when we spoke to Ronald, he was describing to us the day-to-day struggles that he deals with as far as the after effects of something this traumatizing. Can you describe to our listeners what you go through on a day-to-day basis because of what happened to you?
What I go through, I mean, I can tell you what I'm dealing with now. Because as far as me being a man, I'm a man. So when you're a man, you just learn to man up and deal with the situation. But as far as what I'm dealing with now, all the publicity, the dealing with the slander, the disrespect, being labeled informant because I came forward and put them on blast, dealing with people coming forward and saying, I appreciate what you're doing, you're my hero. See, this is not really about me and me victimizing myself some more. I'm not going to give you a bunch of, I'm so hurt, I'm in so many tears. This is about making sure the rest of these kids that could possibly be being touched in Bam's situation and in other situations could be saved.
Yeah.
I mean, pretty much, I'm not going to sit up here and make myself a victim. The situation is bigger than me. I went through whatever I went through, and, that's that. Now what can we do to stop him from doing that to other kids? See, that's where I'm at with this. I don't want nobody sitting up there trying to feel sorry for me like, that poor kid, I'm a grown man now. What can we do in the future to make sure that he don't hurt any more kids is where I'm at? And not just other people, too.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'll tell you what, that's the most important thing is that, this doesn't happen, it doesn't occur again. And you said that there's been backlash from people, obviously pro Bambaataa or whatnot. How do you cope with that daily? While you're trying to help kids and trying to expose all this stuff, how do you cope with all these haters coming at you with all that bullshit and that negativity?
I'll put it to you like this. Anybody that's coming at me over the situation is a pedophile themselves or a pedophile protector. So it's pretty much, there you have it. Because anybody that has sat back and evaluated and just went over all the evidence, all the documents we done put out there, all the witnesses, it pretty much speaks for itself. There's an open and closed case on him. He's done. We don't have to wait. In our community, we don't wait for the police to find you guilty. The community already done found him guilty, so it is what it is. Now it's how we deal with him from this day forth. And the people that sit up there and they decide that they want to make comments as far as assassinating my character or Ron Savage's character, even the people that sit up there and say to a sentinel, why did you wait to come so long? Let me ask you a question. Have you ever heard of or had a conversation with anybody that came from jail and they came home from jail and they said, he raped me?
Mm-mm.
So now when you sit back and you analyze that, what man comes forward or in a rush to say another man raped him? You've never in your life heard a man come home from jail and say, I got fucked in there.
I sure haven't.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
when you have people that ask that or those kind of questions, you have to question them and see where their mentality is at. Because the first thing you think when you hear somebody was raped or molested as a child is, that's horrible. I want to kill that person for doing this to you. But when you're sitting up there and you got so many questions to ask a victim, but you ain't got nothing to ask that person that's being accused, and then you don't even wonder why that he's not even standing up for himself, or when he do stand up for himself, he's pretty much having interviews being done where questions are not being asked. Then It's an open and closed case. You pretty much see exactly what it is.